So Tecno has just launched its fresh new Spark 20 Pro smartphone. And this boasts some standout design, a 108 megapixel camera, a whopping great big battery, and even better if you want to level up the Spark 20 Pro with even snazzier design, better performance and even more camera features, well, Tecno is launching an upgraded Spark 20 Pro Plus model in January. It's not long to wait, kiddies. So enough natter, let's dive on into the Tecno Spark 20 Pro, and a massive thanks to Tecno for sponsoring this video. Cheers! So first up, what do you get in the box besides, of course, the Spark 20 Pro? Well, you've got yourself a power adapter, got a Type-C USB cable, you've got yourself a pair of wired earphones because, oh yes, the Tecno Spark 20 Pro does have a headphone jack. Hallelujah. And Tecno has even bundled in a condom case to keep your Spark 20 Pro nice and safe and secure. It's part of a dying breed, this. And that right there is everything that they've chucked in the box. So let's start with the Tecno Spark 20 Pro's design. And what we have here is a very simple, very smart look and finish. Minimal branding, as you can see there, and it's a plastic finish, so it's nice and lightweight, despite the fact it's a near 6.8 inch behemoth. And bezels do add a bit onto the overall size, and if we flip around back, you got a selection of colours including moonlit black, frosty ivory, and this here sunset blush model. I adore the way that that colour actually morphs as the light strikes it as well, so sometimes it's a hazy yellow, sometimes it's a cool blue. I got two words for you, oof, and oof again, double oof. And to actually unlock the Tecno Spark 20 Pro, you've got an edge-mounted fingerprint sensor built into that power button. It's completely flush with that edge. And that's backed up by a wee bit of face unlock just in case your mitts are a bit grubby or whatever. As you can see, this is also nice and nippy. So then you're straight into a good bit of HiOS action, slapped on top of Android version 13, not quite the latest freshest 14. But as always, HiOS is packed with a generous helping of bonus features, including plenty of customization options, including, yes, an AI wallpaper generator. Out of curiosity, let's see what it generates if I just type in Techspert. Generate, brace yourself. Alright, so this is a movie version of me apparently. Definitely digging the tight leather trousers and kind of wishing I had this dude's hair. And lots of other great features on here, including a dedicated kids mode. Great news if you want to keep the youngins quiet. And a game mode, which we'll check out in a bit. Now the Tecno Spark 20 Pro boasts a proper massive 6.78 inch Full HD Plus LCD panel. Keeps those visuals nice and sharp despite the fact it's an incredibly spacious screen. And yeah, it's not OLED tech, but those visuals are pleasingly punchy and the refresh rate maxes out at 120 Hz. So nice and fluid when you're skimming through your various apps, and also good news for supported games. And the Tecno Spark 20 Pro also boasts a stereo speaker setup which spats out audio that is fine-tuned by DTS. So it's not just loud, it's proper full-bodied sound. On a massive fingerprint magnet like they are on that Galaxy Z Flip 5, so you won't find yourself constantly rubbing this thing on your chest. Unless you want to, of course. And yeah, you've not only got Bluetooth support, but also that headphone jack. A bloody headphone jack! You've also got some clever pants noise cancellation whenever you're on a voice call. Remember voice calls? Surely still some people what do that on their smartphones. And that's all courtesy of Tecno's very own Volume Plus algorithm. Now, the Tecno Spark 20 Pro is powered by MediaTek's Helio G99 chipset. So if you're into your gaming, bit of Call of Duty, PubG, Free Fire, you can happily get online and blast off some strangers' kneecaps with a pleasingly fluid frame rate. Got a completely flat display here as well, which is well suited to a bit of gaming on the go. And a dedicated gaming mode as well, so you can block those pesky notifications, record the action for posterity's sake, whatever you want. Just note that there's no 5G support with that Helio G99 chipset, and Tecno has rather generously crammed up to 256 gigs of storage inside of the Spark 20 Pro. That's particularly impressive when a lot of flagship phones these days still come with 128 gigs as base. And that's great to see, it means no stress whatsoever if you want to download a shagload of apps and games. And you've even got yourself a bit of micro SD memory card support. And if you spend all day with your smartphone basically glued to your hand, well, good news, you've got a massive 5000 mAh capacity battery stuffed inside the Spark 20 Pro. And that supports 33 watt wired charging, not the fastest around, but just as fast as an iPhone or many other super priced flagship blowers. So let's finish up this Tecno Spark 20 Pro unboxing with a squint at that camera tech. And what you have here is a 108 megapixel primary shooter backed by basic depth and macro sensors. And yes, this can actually shoot at that full 108 megapixel resolution as well. Otherwise, in the regular mode, it uses 9-in-1 pixel binning just to brighten up your snaps in low light conditions. Now, one of the benefits of that almighty 108 megapixel camera sensor is you can enjoy up to 3 times lossless zoom, and you've got up to 10 times digital zoom in total. You've got the usual AI auto smart, otherwise a variety of other photo modes, including a bit of portrait shenanigans if you want a lovely bit of bokeh action. Got a super night mode for those evening snaps, and a full-on dedicated pro mode, so you can mess around with the ISO levels, the white balance, the focus, etc. And of course you've got AR related shenanigans if you want this to happen. Although hey, it's nice to have hair again, even if it is purple. And just to give you an idea of what the Tecno Spark 20 Pro is capable of, here's a handful of test shots that I snapped these past few days, using that AI auto mode with the 9-in-1 pixel binning. There's no ultra-wide shooter here, and there's no telephoto snapper either, as you would expect, but at least you got that 108 megapixel super resolution mode if you want to take a high-res snap and then crop in without losing any detail. And if you like to shoot home movies with your smartphone, well, you can record up to 2K resolution footage at 30 frames per second. Pretty handy for shooting cute shareable clips of your wee furry things messing about in the garden or whatever. And last up, there's the 32 megapixel front-facing selfie camera, complete with the super flashlight. You can activate this at any time like so. As you can see, you can make the tone warmer or cooler to suit any environmental conditions. And also tweak the brightness as well, so you're perfectly exposed no matter what the lighting conditions are like. Now, if all of that sounds absolutely brilliant, but you want even more, like a proper fussy pants, well, no worries, Tecno's Spark 20 Pro Plus is just around the corner. This will serve up a fresh new ergonomic design, complete with a curved 120Hz AMOLED screen peaking at 1000 nits. You'll have yourself a fresh quadrant star array camera boasting several photo and video upgrades, and also an upgraded MediaTek Helio G99 Ultimate processor designed specifically for the Spark 20 Pro Plus. And that's enough for me banging on. Please do let us know what you think down in the comments below. A massive thanks again to Tecno for sponsoring this hands-on tour. Please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and more importantly, have yourselves a ruddy, wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone. Love you.